Most important thing to have for leg day is a pre-workout. Just joking. It's a warm-up. So I'm going to get my warm-up in. Pop in, say hi. Thinking today we do a strength day for quads. So either a hack squat or a barbell squat, some kind of squat. We could also do Smith machine squat. I'll let you guys decide. And then we're going to do hamstrings and glutes for hypertrophy. I'll move this a touch closer so I can see any responses. It's my first time going on late at night. I usually go midday, so hopefully it goes well. If you have any questions or want to talk, just leave me a comment. In the meantime, I'm going to down some pre-workout. Get my legs warmed up. I'm hoping I get lots of support today because I freaking hate doing legs alone. It's cold in this gym. I got to heat it up in here. I'm just downing this pre-workout. Hopefully you guys have some advice for me on what you want me to hit for legs. Barbell squats, hack squat, Smith machine squat, something I'm going heavy on. Or just say hi. That works too. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's having a good night. Or morning. I guess I don't know what time it is where you are. Say hi, ask a question. We're going to hit legs today. I'm starting with a squat of some kind. Hopefully some suggestions from you guys. Either a barbell squat, a hack squat, or a Smith machine squat. I'm just going to warm up my little legs because I don't want to go into that dry. I want to go into that all warmed up. William, what's up? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. You want to tell me what exercise I should do? Good, I'm glad it's going good. While I get warmed up, just a couple more minutes left. If anyone has any questions, fitness or otherwise related. You don't know any exercises? That's fair. That's totally fair. Well, maybe I can teach you some while we're here. Yeah, barbell squat, hack squat, or Smith machine squat. That's what our choices are today. All right. I think I'm mostly warmed up. Let's get rocking. Give you guys a full tour of my gym. Sick mural, huh? I know. Okay, we're moving over. Man, what should I do? Anyone want to see anything in particular? Like I said, we do the barbell squat. That's a hack squat machine, and at the end is the Smith machine. Do squats on one of those. BJJ is dope. Yeah, that's awesome. I've done it a few times. It's always been super fun. It's a really difficult workout, but I've always enjoyed it as well. I've been more into, like I grew up a little more with boxing and stuff, so, but it's a just awesome workout for sure. All right. I think I did hack squats last time, so maybe we'll just go with a good old-fashioned barbell squat today. William, where are you from? A little barbell squat. As awful as that sounds, and as much as I don't want to do it, that's why I need you guys today. Or else I don't know how the hell I'm going to get through a leg workout by myself right now. I need you guys for sure. I want to show you guys my secret for squatting, and it's these platforms, and I'll show you why. Yeah. All right, the main reason that I use platforms, I have very long legs, and on a normal squat of mine without the platforms, that's the bottom. Not a very good position. My back is over, but if I go up on platforms, my back is more upright, makes it more of a quad exercise, and that's my goal today, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's load up a little. Nothing crazy, it's 25s. Oh yeah. Legs are feeling, actually maybe I should get a little bit of some dynamic stretching in. If you guys don't know what that means, it means I'm moving in and out of stretches, just like this. This is a dynamic stretch for my hamstring and hip flexor, back and forth. It's a great way to warm up before any leg movement. Or if you're playing sports, it's a good thing to start with, just to help you loosen up without losing strength, which static lift or static stretching does do. So we want to avoid that if we're going to be lifting, or if we're doing sporting activities. We don't do too much static stretches. All right. Hopefully this is set up so you guys can see me. Ooh, not very well. I'll fix it after this set. Just trying to feel it out. Getting nice and low, warming up the knees, getting used to this movement. Oh, I got crunchy knee-itis right now. But no pain, so that's fine. Ha! Okay, let's fix this. Thanks, William. Hopefully you can join us next time then. We'll catch you later if you got to run. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. All right. We're going to bump this weight up a bit. My main goal here is strength, which means my plan is to only do 5 reps every time. I'm going to work up in weight until I reach a weight where I can't do 5 reps, or I'm just short. Maybe I can get 6 or 7. That is a good strength set. I'm going to stick with around 5s today. You can do, a lot of people lift 3s, stuff like that. I'm just going to stick with 5s. We're going to slowly work our way up. If you guys have any fitness questions, you let me know and I can answer those for you. It is heating up in here already, which thank God it's cold. Probably after this set, we'll take it off. If you guys have any questions or just want to chat about anything, you let me know. Let me know where you guys are from, what you're doing, who you think's going to win the Super Bowl tomorrow, all that good stuff. Yeah, okay. We will take the tarp off after this set, now that I'm warming up a bit. Hope you guys are having a good evening. Oh, that was a good crack. Okay. Nice easy 5 here, guys. Should be no problem. 135. Try and get nice and deep. You guys see me pretty well? Yeah, not too bad. Maybe I'll move it a little bit. Yep, easy peasy. Nice easy 5, felt pretty good. I'm thinking I move you guys. Do something like that, that could work. You guys let me know if that's a good camera angle for being stupid. If you have any questions, I want to say hi. Say hi. I'm a nice guy, I promise. I'm going to put 185 on now. I am going to start belting up as well. Take the tarp off. I don't even like working out in a shirt usually, where I can avoid it, you know. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty well with this. Okay. Like I said, I am going to belt up. I just don't want to take any risks tonight. We're going strength, so it's going to get pretty heavy. Goodness. Yeah, that should be good. Again, if you want to say hi, if you have any fitness questions or any other questions, you let me know. So this is 185. Hopefully I can crank this 5 out pretty easy. Okay. Here we go. Up on platforms so that I can stay more upright, make it more quad, less hamstring. Okay, felt pretty good. No complications. That's always nice. And we're gonna bump it up. Go for 225. Hopefully that feels good. Hopefully that camera angle was good. Cody, what's up? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well, bro. Hope that hair is treating you well. It's always nice to see a familiar name pop on. Hope you're having a good night. Maybe I'll back it up so I'm not in that weird position. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Do you have a similar haircut to mine with kind of the longer flow? Or do you rock it short? what do you do? Oh. Oh man, fucking leg days. They suck. I'm gonna take a good little rest here before I hit the squat. I did yard work all day, and I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but top's a little shorter. I'm Italian, my shit's thick. Yeah, that thick hair is hard to get to settle down. So, yep, I feel where you're coming from there. Better thick than thin, right? That's what she said. Okay. 225. Should be easy. If I end up eating shit here, you guys call 911 for me, all right? Sweet. Appreciate you. Fuck. Oh, God. Let's go. Come on. Oh, have it on speed dial, guys. Get it ready. Oh, ooh, that last one stuck a little bit. That could have been funny. I almost had to bail out. No, I'm just kidding. That felt okay. I'm definitely tired from my lawn work today. We're hosting tomorrow's Super Bowl party, so to make sure our deck looked great, our yard looks great. So I was out there for hours, raking and shoveling and mowing. But I didn't want to skip my workout, I still wanted to get it on top. I think it's important to do. Especially because I probably won't be working out tomorrow, or maybe I will. I have to come in early. If I did, my brother wanted to come work out with me too, so maybe we'll come work out in the morning. Danica, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're well. Cody, any recommendations on some shoulder exercises? Sleep on my side and causes them to ache a lot. Just work out at home with free weights, flat bench, straight bar. So, causes them to ache. Well, one thing that I would suggest is probably treating your rotator cuffs to a little workout and see if that's something of a reason. Sleeping on your side a lot. So we can do externals. Do you have dumbbells? We're doing a leg day. We're doing squats right now, and then we're going to hit hamstrings and glutes after that. Okay, if you do have dumbbells, a great side lane external rotation is awesome. I'm just going to grab a dumbbell here. Grab just a 10, but honestly you could start with less. If you just go on your side like this, and then we're rotating up like that, and I'm training my rotator cuff on the back side. That helps bring me up. So you can start with that, and then we could also do a full arcing one that hits the infraspinatus like this. So I'm trying to use my rotator cuff that's in the back of my shoulder for this. Those are two really good exercises you could do. Another thing that causes kind of numbness and achiness is we have this muscle back in here called your subscapularis. And I know it's kind of a weird position here, but if you dig in right in here, you might feel like, oh crap, that's really tight. And that area can be pinching with your nerves and cause like aching through your hands. So trying to get in there, you can put your hands in there or a broom or something like that. That could go a long way. Cowgirl, what's up? Another name I recognize. Hope you're doing well. Other ones on top of that, Cody, that you can be doing, just your standard raises. If you feel any discomfort on a raise, that would be good information, especially if you have discomfort on a lateral raise. That's often from your supraspinatus, this guy up here. I got my tiara last night. That's awesome. I'm assuming you went all dressed up. That's pretty cool. Cody, yeah, if you do have bands, you can set up that band to be across and do that same external rotation. You can turn around and do an internal rotation as well. If you want me to demo that, let me know. I can go grab a band for you. Anonymous, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well. I'm kind of thinking about going one heavier, guys, but I'm not sure. I might get stuck. What do you think? Should I just go for it? Or maybe I'll set up the safety bars and then I'll go for it. A little adventurous. Cody, yeah, everything is tight at all around my shoulder. Been doing raises to the side and towards the front. Hurts a lot at the top of my shoulder. If you mean this top of your shoulder, it's likely coming from your supraspinatus. You should Google that. It sits right in here, deep under your traps. So what you do, there's a little hole here. It's so hard to demonstrate this. What we have, if you follow your clavicle, okay, and then you'll feel right here, there's another bone. That's your acromion. And then you put your finger between the two. See how I found that there? And then you push down there. Ooh. Ow. Mine's a little tight too. And that's kind of the only way that you can like massage out that muscle. And then your stretch for it is, let me bring you over here. Your stretch for it, you're gonna grab something that's not gonna move, or use a TRX. Is a very good option. So if I'm trying to attack this supraspinatus here, I'm going to take it behind my back like this. I have this stretch through here, and then I'm going to lean into it and lean away. Yeah, and right away, I feel this stretch through my supraspinatus and loosen that up. I'm just going to sit into it. Doesn't have to be, I don't have to be kind of leaning hard into it, right? I have my other foot out. And I'm just leaning a little bit, trying to get that stretch into the top of my rotator cuff, called your supraspinatus. Whew. God damn, thank God it's not shoulder day for me. That's a good stretch. So that's a great way to attack that problem. And then what you can do is, right after you stretch it, right after you dig in there, do another lateral raise. And if it got better, that was the problem. And so you just keep doing that. If you want to rehab that, it's moving a band like this across like that. Okay? So hopefully you got all that. If not, you can rewatch this video. I'll just post it tonight. Cowgirl, you fell on your ankle last night. That's not good. Hopefully it's all right. Anonymous, do you do calisthenics? I don't really do calisthenics. I'm 6'2", 200 pounds. It's a shorter guy's game, you know. I can crank out pull-ups pretty easily, but it's just a lot to move. I get very like lanky, long ass arms, you know. I don't know. I just always thought that it wasn't the best for that. You know, gymnasts are typically pretty short, and the best calisthenic people are often very short. Well, Cody, give it a shot. Hopefully that works out a little bit. What's more effective, side or front raises? So side raises, we're targeting the medial side of our delt, right? Front raises, I'm trying to target the anterior side. So if we're talking about hypertrophy, if you want to get wider, it's laterals. If you want to try to have some separation here between this and your chest, that's where you might do a front raise. You know, I'm targeting that muscle right here. That's kind of the benefit of front raises. I don't do them very often, if I'm honest. I focus mostly on laterals because I want to get wider. But you can totally hit a front raise. There's nothing, it's not an exercise you should avoid, you know. Good questions, guys. Man, I took a long break between my sets, and now I don't know if I want to go any heavier. So I'm gonna back off the weight now and just play this smart. I was all gassed up about going heavier, but maybe I shouldn't. You gotta know what your body's feeling. My legs are actually feeling pretty tight, so I'm gonna play it smart tonight, especially because I'm alone in here. Really good questions. Do we have anything else? Cody, any particular band to use for the other workout? For the strengthening workout, yes. I'm going to grab a band right now, and I'm going to show you exactly what I was talking about, just because it is fairly important, especially if you're having rotator cuff problems, or if you just want to strengthen your rotator cuffs, because honestly, a lot of us could go for that. And just to make sure our shoulders are more secured. Okay, let me turn this just a little bit. Okay, so that external rotation one we talked about, I'm just trying to have roughly 90-ish degrees here. It doesn't matter too much, you don't have to think about it like crazy. And then I'm trying to rotate out like that, okay? Now this is training my infraspinatus and teres minor, these guys in the back here. If this feels uncomfortable to do, then I want you to start with an isometric. Okay, and what that means is, whoa, almost lost it. What that means is I'm just going to walk it out, and I'm just going to hold this position here. If I want to make it harder, I walk it out further. If I want to make it easier, I walk it in. It's just a great way to train that muscle without having to actually contract and move it. Is just hold it isometrically. And then we can hit our subscap. That's the other side. Doing the other way. Now this is typically a muscle that's stronger, so we could potentially double up and push that across like that. Now, back to, I assume for Cody here, we're talking a little bit more of this supraspinatus exercise. And so what we're going to do on that is I'm putting this behind my back here. Hopefully, God, that's just an awful view, isn't it? So I'm putting it behind my back, and then I'm going to push through like this. What I'm doing is I'm stretching my supraspinatus, and then I'm contracting my supraspinatus. And you're going to get delts with it as well. That's fine. But I want you to focus on just the back end of it. I don't want you to be bringing it way up to here. That is delts. This muscle is just here to here. That's it. Okay? Super easy exercise. I prefer doing it with a band. It sucks to do with dumbbells. You got to lay off a bench sideways and figure out a bad position. So I do recommend that. Anonymous, but you can still do calisthenics because you don't have massive biceps. You are in good form for calisthenics. Yeah, I mean, you might be right. I suppose it's just, I suppose it just never really interested me too much. I'm assuming you do a lot of calisthenics then? Patrick Mahomes. No way. No way do you have that username. No way. That is the funniest thing I think I've ever seen. Okay, amazing. Patrick Mahomes said, do you like the Chiefs? In general, I don't think I have anything horribly against the Chiefs, other than, you know, they're kind of become the quote-unquote Yankees of the NFL, where everyone kind of doesn't want them to win because they're so good. I am going to cheer for the Eagles tomorrow. That's mostly because I am a huge Saquon fan. I had him on my fantasy football team the whole year, so I was watching a lot of Eagles games, cheering for them. So that's who I'm going for. Can do a muscle up and handstand, but nothing hard for now. I mean, most people can't even do muscle ups, Anonymous. So that alone is awesome. I did one the other day, I still got it, I can still do it. Handstands are super tough, yeah. fuck, Patrick Mahomes. Goddamn. I'm just so happy that somebody got that username, because that is so funny. Okay, I'm going to get a quick set here. I just dropped down to 185. Just going for a quick 5. Should be no problem. Oh, God. Yep, felt pretty good. Nice and easy. And I'm just going to drop down to 155 for another quick 5, just finish off. And then we're going to move on to hamstrings and glutes, guys. So if there's a hamstring or glute exercise that you want to see or have questions about, you just let me know. Send me a little comment. And if I'm feeling up for it, we'll do it. Cody, do they sell bands like that, or did you have to buy the end attachments for it? Very good question. I think attachments like this is just a D handle. I think attachments like this come in a lot of the packs that you can buy off of Amazon for like 30 bucks. It'll give you like 4 or 5 different bands like this, and often 2 D hooks or D handles, sorry. Super easy to find. Just Amazon it. What would you say? Yeah, just workout bands. They come in like little bags. I'm pretty sure most of them have the D handles. Anonymous, I always ask how much sets and reps I must do for bigger biceps, and I would like to hear your advice. So working out is dependent on, growth is dependent on intensity. So what I mean by that is if you are doing a set to absolute failure, and a person who completely likes going to failure, like 2 sets is going to elicit growth. You know, do a set to failure with a straight version, do a set to failure with a reverse or a hammer curl. That to complete failure can elicit growth. Lifters like Dorian Yates, Mike Menser, those guys used to do that kind of style. Now, you can go the other way. There's plenty of lifters who never ever went to failure, but then you need to go, you know, maybe 6 to 8 sets if you're leaving reps in the tank every time. So, and then Arnold did the kind of the middle of that. He would do like 2 or 3 exercises, 2 or 3 sets per exercise, and he would do a bunch, and he's coming close to failure. So the truth is, you can grow in a multitude of ways. It really comes down to how you like to train. I hope that answered your question there. Cody, what's usually the resistance to getting the bands in? Oh man, I have no idea what this resistance is. I'm so sorry. I wish I could tell you more. They're probably like, one's 10 pounds, one's 20 pounds, 30, 40, 50 kind of thing. So, Patrick Mahomes, I subbed. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Be good to hear from you on more of these lives. I'm going to start releasing some more videos. If you guys have any suggestions on things you want to see, or how to put a program together, certain exercises you want to learn about, I'm going to try to film and put together these and release them, like, 3-4 minute videos just to help people out. How much rest between sets from Anonymous? I am taking way too long, but that's okay because I'm going to strength. So when it comes to strength lifting, the answer is take as long as you want. And that's why you're going to see a lot of strength lifters who do a set and then they sit around for 5 to 10 minutes, and then they do another set and sit around for 5 to 10 minutes. It's because when it comes to strength lifting, it doesn't actually matter. You go kind of whenever you feel ready. Now, when we're talking about hypertrophy, we're trying to bring ourselves to failure. So what I would say to that is you're resting as long as you need to physically recover, so it doesn't take away from another set. But I don't need to rest long enough to where my muscles have completely recovered from the last set. I need to rest enough where I'm no longer tired and where my muscle is going to be what fails, not my cardiovascular activity, which it is right now. Hopefully that helps. So you'll see a typical set rest will be a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, depends on the person. You don't have to look into it too much. Just you're sitting there, all of a sudden you caught your breath, go again. Don't have to overthink it. You don't have to set a timer. All that's BS. Just when you're ready to go, you go. Okay, we're taking the weight off, guys, because we're gonna move on. Again, it's hamstrings and glutes. If you guys have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. I definitely want to hit a hamstring curl. That's kind of a staple anytime I'm doing hamstring hypertrophy day. Probably a hip thrust too, maybe. But we could do a whole bunch of stuff. Patrick Mahomes, I'm not live every day. I'm trying to go live more and more, kind of in between my clients normally. It's most often midday, kind of 11 to 2-ish. So I'm probably doing it 3 times a week right now. And yeah, I just kind of started it. We're gonna try and keep it going because I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. Meeting a lot of really cool people like yourself, teaching people cool stuff, and on my end too. Like I'm now able to get these through this leg day by myself in this cold gym because you guys are here. So it's a win-win. So we're gonna keep it going. Just realized how dehydrated I am. Hopefully no one's motion sick. Because I need some water. Yeah, pop in whenever you can. I don't know how it works exactly, if it sends you a notification if I go live, or like I said, I'm fairly new to this whole process, so I don't know. But maybe there's a way you can set it up. You can pop in for 5 minutes, ask any questions that might be on your mind, and I'll try and answer them for you. Anonymous, I always go for extreme rest, like 30 seconds. Okay, so obviously you have a very good cardiovascular system, I'm assuming. Because 30 seconds of rest for most people is definitely not enough. But for people with great cardiovascular systems, if you train calisthenics, that's pretty possible. So, okay, this might be a little nutty, but I'm thinking we start with some hip thrusts. Get the glutes out of the way early. We're gonna go hip thrust, then we're gonna go hamstring curl, and then we're gonna go Romanian deadlift. And then maybe you guys suggest something. That could be cool. Maybe we do some abs. Yeah, we could do abs today. I'd be down for 1 or 2 ab. Okay, so my general plan with hypertrophy is 1 set to absolute failure, maybe 2 if I feel like I didn't hit it that well. But the first set of any muscle group, I'm going to do a warm-up set, kind of get it going, get used to the movement, get some blood driving through there. So, for example, we're going to be doing hip thrusts to target glutes. This, I'm hoping, is a warm-up weight. We're just going to crank it out real fast, do 10 or 12. Should be no problem. And then we'll load up with some weight that, actually, I don't know, man. This could be heavy enough. I'm not really sure. The truth is, I don't hip thrust that often. But it's a great exercise. It's great for glute hypertrophy. You know, that's your main goal here. Certainly not a, well, you know what? I almost just said that it's not a functional exercise, but this might be a very functional exercise, you know what I'm talking about. So my goal here, I'm trying to squeeze my glutes right from the bottom, driving up, squeeze them through. It's definitely more of a warm-up weight, but it does feel good. You're trying to get a lot of glute contraction. Even from the bottom, I'm trying to pre-contract with my glutes before I even drive up, just to make sure my quads don't get too involved. I totally lost count, but I'm gonna guess that's about 10. Sweet. So that warm-up felt good. Now we're gonna load up weight and just take it to absolute failure. So that's the goal. Patrick Mahomes, have you not done this exercise before? It's, like I said, don't do it very often, but it's a good one, I promise. You're targeting glute maximus, more of that mid part of your glutes. Glutes is just something that I probably don't focus on enough. Maybe that's why I feel like I should start with it today. Oh man. Okay, let's load up a little bit of weight here. Again, if you guys have any questions, you let me know. Who is everyone cheering for tomorrow? Mahomes, I assume you're going for the Chiefs. Unless that is an absolute troll name, which would be hilarious. But let me know who you guys think is going to win. Like I said, I'm going to go Eagles. But I don't feel confident in it. Obviously, they're super good, but so are the Chiefs. And I would also like to know who you guys normally cheer for outside the Super Bowl, because I am a Bengals fan. Unfortunately. Okay, anonymous. I have bigger and stronger lower body, but my upper body is not as strong. Do you think to skip leg day is good for making balance with lower and upper body? I mean, do only upper body? Probably not. But what I would say is create a split in which you're hitting upper body more. So like even on an Arnold split, you have a leg day, and then you have a chest back day, and then you have a shoulders and arm day. So you're really focusing a lot more of your attention on the upper body with that. I would not stop leg days, even if you're lower body strong. He does cheer for the Eagles. Oh my God, it's actually a troll name. That is so funny. Oh my God, I love that so much. Okay, so wait, did you recently switch your name to this, or how did that happen? That is so funny. Okay, let me crank this out. I'm gonna try and take this one to failure, and then we're gonna move on. Because how I like to work out is kind of one set, absolute failure, move on. I don't like to sit around and do 3-4 sets. I find it boring. I find it a colossal waste of time for me. So it's just one and done. We're gonna hit this one set, and then we're gonna go move on to a hamstring curl. If you guys enjoy lifting 3 sets, 4 sets per exercise, you can definitely do that. You won't be able to do it at full intensity, which is what I prefer. But you gotta find what works for you. Come on. Ooh. Ow. And hopefully you guys could see kind of what I mean when I say 1 set, take it to failure. I did not go heavy enough, unfortunately. Next time I'll know and I'll be able to bump it up. But on those last like 5 reps, I went up like 80% of the way, and then I could get to 60% of the way, 50%, 40%, you know. I'm still pushing through till a point where I couldn't lift it 10%. And that's where I kind of fail that set. And I move on. And that's how I love to lift. 1 set super hard, fug it up, and move on. Woo! Ain't no one rooting for Kermit. Well, other than people who have been Chiefs fans, which is a ton of people, plus a F ton of bandwagoners. But definitely, I feel like the majority of people are cheering for the Eagles. I feel it. Anonymous, you ride bicycle a lot. I mean, that's good. I wouldn't get rid of that, you know. If anything, there's a lot of people who would be jealous of you. You know, it's good to have strong points. Legs is not my strong point. So I'm hearing this right now and I'm like, you know, I wish that we could maybe do a little exchange here. You know, and get rid of my chicken legs. Emmanuel, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay, next exercise is the leg curl. I'm gonna get a quick, set in. That's just kind of a warm-up set. Just making sure you guys can hear me on this mic well. Somebody could just comment how the volume is. Just for my knowledge, that would be awesome. Would appreciate it. Okay, so leg curl is just an isolation for the hamstrings. Hamstrings to the back of your legs. You know, there's nothing crazy to this exercise. I'm trying to bring it into a full squeeze, and then on the back end, I'm just trying to get a nice little stretch out of my hamstrings. Only thing you could think of is I want to avoid having the weights touch, just because I want to keep that tension the whole time. For my hard set, I'm going to be doing at the top a pre-contraction of my hamstring, and then driving it through, and then hitting a hard squeeze. That way I isolate it even more with lesser weight, and you can get to failure a lot easier that way. Okay. Easy peasy. If you don't know what I mean when I'm talking about pre-contraction, it means, I'll show you with my biceps here. If I'm doing a bicep curl, I'm going to squeeze my arm, squeeze my bicep, and then move that weight up. That's all that means. So I'm going to be doing that with my hamstrings, trying to flex my hamstrings and then bring them back. It just gives you a bigger, stronger squeeze. Anonymous, your legs are strong, but not massive. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're doing calisthenics. You get strong, powerful legs, but you don't necessarily get that size. Well, you could always cut back off that strength power calisthenics and move into like a hypertrophy-based leg workout as a different option, or like a little half and half where you're doing curls like this, extensions like that, hitting squats that are maybe a little bit heavier. You're not doing 100, you're doing like 10 to 15 of them. And you could work on building up size instead of strength. It's another option. Where are gonna go on Super Bowl Sunday? Me and my wife were hosting, so we got some friends and family coming over. We got this, we ordered It came disassembled. It's like this big cardboard thing. And I built it today. You just, fold it up. It's kind of like an IKEA thing. And it ends up as this big stadium. And we're going to put, nachos and dip and all kinds of stuff in it. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. And just some good alcohol too. I don't drink very often, but you can bet your ass on Super Bowl I'm drinking. Ooh, and we're also here. If you guys aren't doing this, you need to do this. It's so much fun, okay? So we get this giant poster board, right? And we write down all the prop bets on it. I'm talking about like coin toss, how long the national anthem is going to go for, who gets the first touchdown, who kicks the first field goal, who's winning by halftime, who wins the game, who's MVP, what color Gatorade do they splash on the coach. We are doing a full list of prop bets, and everyone picks what they think. And the halftime show, what song he starts with. Does he have special guests? What color are his shoes? Set this up. It is hilarious because everyone is now participating through the whole game and the halftime show, and even in the post game for the Gatorade. Like, it's so awesome. Highly recommend that. You just need a poster board. Go on to just type in Super Bowl prop bets, and you can bring up all of them. It's awesome. Hope I didn't ramble about that for too long, but I am quite passionate about having fun. And it's absolutely hilarious when the game is over and it's showing a slow-mo of them dumping the Gatorade and everyone's cheering for what color they want to come out of it. It's just hilarious. Oh, that's better. So trying to pre-contract and drive. Do you guys have any more questions? You let me know. Ooh. And I'm just going to take this to failure. And then we can move on. Oh. Best thing about failure is it's just you versus you. I'm not just becoming stronger physically, but stronger mentally. Ow. Whew. That was spicy. Ooh, Bambi legs. That was dope. All right. Just like that, we're moving on. Did I lose my water? I lost my water. Okay. Mahomes is pretty sure SZA is going to be in the halftime show. I'll tell you what, I'm putting it on the board tomorrow. That's going to be my bet for a special guest. I assume that they did a song together. Not that I've heard, obviously, I know some of his songs, but the big question is he going to play Not Like Us? Because I think he was told that he's not allowed to or some crap like that. Or Drake's suing him or something. Either way, freaking hilarious. So I wonder if he plays that or not. Also, in hilarious news, my wife, last night, she's showing me video of me 2 years ago when I was bigger. What an a-hole. She's like, oh, remember when you were this, when you were... So, in that news, I'm immediately gonna hop on steroids. Okay, I'm just joking. Not gonna do that. But who treats someone like that, huh? You never tell a guy that's working out that they're looking small. That's like the worst thing you could possibly say. What an absolute dink move. Okay, so we're moving on to a Romanian deadlift next. I've already hit the hip extension, the glute thrust, and I just hit the hamstring curl. So my glutes and my hamstrings are already warmed up, which means I shouldn't need a warm-up set here. I should be able to go straight into whatever set so that I can fail, and it can be kind of a one and done deal. So I'm gonna pick a weight, which is very difficult to hopefully achieve that kind of 10 to 15. We're gonna be pushing hips back, feeling that stretch in hamstrings, trying to contract hamstrings and glutes, and then release back. I might go belt on this one actually. Just so I ensure that my lower back doesn't get involved. I can focus solely on my glutes and hamstrings, and I don't have to worry about it. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna get, I'm thinking 60s. 60s should be pretty good. Get in the camera for you guys. Okay, so weight on my heels. I'm gonna push my butt back to the wall as I drive down, stretch, squeeze to move. Ow. Yeah, that was good. Yo, when do you stop streaming? What do you mean exactly? I mean, I'm going to stop once I'm done my workout. I don't really take it home. Is that what you mean? Are you thinking time-wise, like you want to come back? So 6:30 right now. Probably be done. Let's call it done at 7. Yeah? Whew. Took the breath out of me. Now the only other thing I could hit would be maybe a lateral movement for glutes. I don't have any great machines in here for that, but we could do a band where I'm externally rotating my hips with that band. Oh, sorry, okay. You live in eastern part. Nice, yeah, sorry. I'm out in San Diego, so it's 6:30 for me right now. So let's just another half hour. Do you live in Philadelphia? Were you close? Do you have plans tonight, or are you just hanging out? Sorta, yeah, you're around that area. Oh, goodness. All right, maybe I'll grab a band and we'll do a quick external rotation. Another one I don't really do very often. Unless you guys have a different exercise that you'd love to see me do. Something for glutes. And so, yeah, I'm thinking maybe I do a workout tomorrow morning as well. Maybe go live around 9 o'clock Pacific time, if you guys wanted to join. I just like making fun of Chiefs fans. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I feel ya. I have so many friends that are Chiefs fans too, and I don't even know how they became Chiefs fans either. It just magically happened overnight once they got good. So I'm originally from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And so growing up, I didn't really have a team. We just had to basically pick a team. So I picked the Bengals because I liked their jerseys. And And all my friends have like different teams. I got a buddy who loves Washington. I got a buddy who loves the Giants. Another buddy who's a Tampa Bay fan, a Seattle fan. We all just pick different teams. That's just kind of how it is. Oh. Okay, we're gonna be doing so I have this band around my knees. We're going to be trying to train my upper outside shelf here, or lack of one that we need to train. So I have a couple of different ways to go about this. We could be stationary, and I can do an external rotation like that. We could do a lateral walk. Of course, that'd be very difficult on camera. We could also do a push out like this, like that. Of course, it's very difficult to get to failure on a lot of those options. And I love to go to failure. So I'm thinking, maybe I set you guys up here. I'm thinking I just go for a little walk. I just try and mess up my glutes. One set, one and done, and then we're gonna move on to abs. If you guys have any ab suggestions you wanna see, you let me know. Oh, this is gonna make a lot of noise. I'll just hang on to it. Trying to sit into my glutes. They're doing the work here. Drive onto that heel of my lead leg as much as I can. I know you guys might hear me kind of stomping around a little bit, and that is how I activate my glutes the best. Is intentionally drive out and land hard on my heel, land hard onto that lead leg glute. Ooh, yeah, and they are on fire. And now it's just kind of try and push through and take it to failure. Just like that. Hopefully that didn't look as stupid as it felt. Ooh. And water. Okay. 2 ab exercises. What do you guys want to see? Any 2. We got sit-ups. We got rollouts. We can do sit-ups, rollouts. We do a pal-off press. We could do a wood chop. We could do a variation of a Russian twist. Man, you guys have any suggestions? Somebody has got to have an ab suggestion here. I don't know either, man. That's what I'm trying to ask. Okay, rollouts are great. You can't go wrong with rollouts. They really stretch the abs and force it to work under a stretch. That doesn't, Patrick Mahomes, that doesn't mean you don't work out abs. You should still be hitting them. But it does mean we need to get on a calorie deficit and shed a few pounds so you can see them afterwards. But it's great to still train your abs every time. Not every workout, but you know, within your program. You shouldn't be skipping it. I got squeaky clean abs, yeah, I bet. All right, let me set up here. I'm gonna go get a roller, and we're gonna do rollouts right here. I'm still so happy that your username is Patrick Mahomes. That's like the funniest thing. Okay, that'll work. Whoa. Let's see. You guys see that? Not really, huh? Back it up. Okay, so it is my first ab exercise. I am going to do a warm-up. Just means I'm not going to push out super far. I'm just gonna try and feel my abs in that position. A big mistake people make on this is they use their arms and they try to extend out. And you do not need to do that. Think of your body making a plank position. I'm pushing my glutes forward and turning my abs on. One thing we want to avoid is this position with my back. I don't want my back to be curved in this way. I want my glutes to come over and my back gets curved down like that. That's the key to this exercise. Not enough people do that. You see a lot of people roll out and their back looks like this, and it means that their lower back is helping them. Push forward, round forward, turn your abs on in the front. That is the best way to do it. Whew. Starting to fade. If I work out tomorrow morning, I think my brother-in-law is going to join me. He's a Div 1 football player, played San Diego State. Big boy. We're going to do, it would be my chest and back day. Yep. And maybe some calves in there. So if you guys want to stop by, hit that subscribe button. I think it sends you notifications if I go live. I don't know if that's true. That could be completely false. But it'll be fun. And you can meet him and you can give him shit. Although I think he's also cheering for the Eagles. So. Okay, so we're gonna get this set. We're gonna take it to failure. A one and done. I'm just gonna be pushing out. I'm trying to contract hard and then not bringing in all the way so that I keep it hard the whole time and I don't rest. Maybe I'll put this beside me. That might be smarter. I'm dangling around everywhere. Okay. Yep. And that's taking failure. That's a quick way to do a one and done. Just like that. One and done, baby. Okay. Ooh. And then one more exercise for abs. If you guys have a suggestion, hit me with it. Carlos, what's up? You need one of those rollers for your abs. Yeah, rollers are great. You could also use a Swiss ball where you roll out on one of those. Maybe I'll show you real fast. It's pretty much the same thing. Obviously a roller is a little more convenient, but if you have one of these at the gym, you can use this. It's the exact same exercise. You don't have to have the roller. But rollouts are such a good exercise for abs because you're forcing your abs to work in this elongated position, which is just great. So I do highly recommend it. I need one more ab exercise. Carlos, maybe you can give me that ab exercise. Oh, you do have one. Sweet. Right on, man. One more ab exercise, guys. We could go sit up. We could go, ooh, crack, crack. We could go sit up. We could go power press. We could go wood chop. We could, yeah, probably one of those. And then I'm going to superset it with a vacuum, which is a very underrated exercise, especially for aesthetics. Vacuums are awesome. They're also great for protecting your spine. That's why I recommend everyone to try vacuums. It's because you're activating a a muscle called your transverse abdominis that is very deep. I'm activating it right now as I'm pulling this in. That's basically what a vacuum is I'm here. I'm activating that muscle, trying to pull it in. I'm going to use that as a superset to whatever we do. I did abs using the pull-up bar to bring my knees to my chest. Nice. That is a very effective exercise. The only thing I would say to that is be careful about using your hip flexors for that movement. Most people, they do leg raises and they're working like 80% hip flexor, 20% abs. So just be careful about that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm happy to show you the difference. Okay, I'm thinking we go Pallof press. Yeah, you're not sure what I'm talking about? I totally get it. This is kind of a confusing thing. Because hip flexors are here, and lower abs are right here, right? So hip flexors, the job of the hip flexor is it attaches down here on your femur. Its job is to bring my femur up, like that, right? So if I'm doing a leg raise and my goal is to bring my knee to my chest, like this, see how my abs are not doing anything? That's because my hip flexors, these guys, are doing everything. So it's very easy for you to be, especially on these machines here, or if you're grabbing a pull-up bar and I'm just lifting up, well, that's my hip flexor doing the work. So what you want to try and focus on is in this position, I'm not actually trying to necessarily get my knees up, but I'm trying to curve myself like this. And I'm bringing my knees up as a response to that, right? I'm here, and I'm just going up, and I'm crunching. And then I'm releasing that crunch. Crunching. You see how my torso is turning in? If I go like this, and I bring my knees up like this, that is predominantly hip flexor. See how my torso is not changing? Hopefully that helped a little bit. Dude, put it in ice then. Yeah, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Just think about every time you want to do an ab exercise, you're trying to bring these points closer together. That's what abs do at every level. It's bringing that in. So if you are here and I'm bringing my legs up, I'm not doing any abs. I'm doing a ton of hip flexors, okay? Something to think about. Just be aware of for every exercise. Leg raises at their core are not actually an ab exercise for most people, because most people's abs aren't actually strong enough to do that exercise. It's your hip flexors that take over. Okay, I'm going to do a Pallof press. If you guys don't know what a Pallof press is, it's an anti-rotation. So I'm lining up myself perpendicular to the force here, and I'm going to push straight out like that. Okay? Now, this might look super easy, but as I push out, that weight is trying to pull me back, and my abs, especially my obliques on one side, are going to hold me in place. Okay? Carlos, no problem. Hopefully that helped. Let's load up, guys. One and done sets. We're going to do one each side. As I'm facing this way, I'm attacking a little bit more of that hip or that oblique on this side. I'll face the other way, and we'll go after the oblique on this side. Okay? That was a really, hopefully that was really informative for you, Carlos. I don't know if you had asked a question or where that arose, but that's a good topic. A lot of people don't know how to contract their abs, and they end up doing a ton of hip flexor work. This is especially true in like yoga classes and stuff. Everyone just gets tight quads and hip flexors. Peace out, man. Hope you have a good one. Patrick Mahomes. Go Eagles. What a great name. Hopefully we'll see you soon. I'm gonna get a set in. Okay. Oh yeah, that's heavy. So I'm gonna press straight out. Oh yeah, that hurt. I'm sure I made some stupid faces too. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, Carlos, I'm telling you, this is a huge mistake, and I did it for years where I was just training my hip flexors over and over and over again. The only time I did actually hit my abs was when I was doing sit-ups, and sit-ups are predominantly an upper ab exercise. So my upper abs got really developed and my lower abs did not. Of course, genetics plays a big role in that as well. But I have really strong hip flexors from not doing it right for a long time. Long time until I kind of clued in one day and I was like, oh what have I been doing this whole time? So next workout, just think about everything you do, those points. So you're gonna get closer together. Everything you do for abs. That's not true. Most things you do for abs, right? So rollouts, even rollouts, I'm bringing those 2 points close together. But stuff for obliques, like a power press, a wood chop, something that I'm twisting or side bending, those are not going together. But anything that's targeted directly at my rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscle, I am trying to crunch. Okay, let's get the other side. And then, oh, that's heavy. Now we're gonna move on. Damn. Yep. Feeling tired now. Oh. I think that's it for my workout. We're going to stay on for 5 more minutes. If you guys have any other questions, you let me know. Any question in the world, fitness related, diet related, or just about life. Marcos, what's up? Hope you are well. We're going matched up with the lion here. Oh, that was a good workout. We did squats, hip thrust, leg curl, Romanian deadlifts, lateral banded walks, also called crab walks, rollouts, and power press. You know, when you're only doing one set to failure, you can get through a lot of exercises. So my legs are feeling pretty crushed. I actually do calves on a different day, so I'm going to be doing them tomorrow. And I do that just because I'm already doing so much legs. I really want to focus on my calves a little bit more, so I'm going to put them on my chest back day because I'm never not roared up for a chest back day. So I start with calves on those days. Make sure I always hit them because they got to grow, they got to catch up to my upper body. So I try to focus on that on a different day. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. For now, I was going to go grab a protein shake, and I just realized the only protein I have here is a coffee one. Should I do it anyways? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I should do it anyways. Maybe I'll shotgun it. Shotgun a protein shake? Has anyone ever shotgun a protein shake before? It's fantastic. Here's my sauna. A lot of the days I like to go into that. because it's awesome. But I think my plan is I'm going to go home and hop in my hot tub, because that sounds even better than a sauna does today. All right. Figure out how I can do this. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll work. So I did this the other day for the first time. And what have you never done, Carlos? The sauna or shotgun a protein shake? So I dropped my protein shake on the ground and it opened up. And so as it was, I just decided to shotgun it, bring me back to the good old days. And maybe tomorrow for the game, I'll shotgun an actual beer. God, how do I open this? Oh, I have scissors. Again, if you guys have any questions, why open upside down? I'm going to show you, buddy. I'm going to show you. You stay tuned. I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to show you why I do it upside down. It's mostly because it's hilarious. I know. Look, I know you're confused. I get it. You just got to trust me right now. You just got to trust me. Okay. Yes. Okay, check it out, guys. Ta-da. Okay, come with me. We're going to set it up. I don't know why I'm so excited for this right now. You're cooking some ground beef. I had ground beef for lunch. It was actually Wagyu ground beef. It was fire. All right, check it out, guys. We've got the hole. We're going for it. If you've ever shotgunned a beer before, it's the exact same thing. Oh. Boom. 30 grams of protein in what, 6 seconds maybe? That was awesome. That is how you get down a protein shake. You just go back to my college days. I've been practicing for that my whole life. Hopefully you guys found that somewhat entertaining. As funny as I did. Well, this has been fun, guys. Last second, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm just packing up here. We go home and hop in the hot tub. I do recommend heat therapy post-workout. That means a sauna or a hot tub, that kind of stuff is great post-workout. Unless you're an athlete and you want to play the next day, so you play a sport, I'm playing football or something, and I need to play tomorrow, I'm in a tournament or something, then I would ice, okay? Because I want to reduce inflammation, I want to reduce soreness, so that I can do that activity again. And that's why you'll see a lot of athletes hop into ice baths. But if you're not an athlete, heat is actually the way to go. We don't want to stop inflammation. In fact, if my goal is size, I kind of want more inflammation. So heat is great for that. It also increases blood flow for healing, and it helps loosen you up. So post-workout, jump in the sauna, jump in the hot tub. If you don't have any things like that, that's fine. That's not that big of a deal. But do not jump in something cold, because cold restricts blood flow, stops inflammation. You will grow less. It also freaking sucks. You ever go into an ice bath? It's awful. Like, who wants to be cold, right? It just sounds like a bad time. Where I can go in a hot tub, enjoy myself, and get more gains. That's a pretty easy win for me. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I got 2 minutes. 2 minutes and I'm out of here. One last hurrah. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can join me on my next lives, or you guys can give me some suggestions on what kind of videos you want to see. If there's anything you want to learn about, I want to be making more videos for you guys, answering questions that you guys might have about fitness, about stretching. Again, I have a doctorate in osteopathy, Bachelor of Science in kinesiology, anything rehab related, fitness related. Just leave me a comment on any video or this video, and I can make something that hopefully will help you. But for now, I bid you farewell. This has been super fun, and I'll catch you next time. Like I said, I might be on in the morning with my brother. We might have some fun, do a little chest back day. Have a good one, Carlos. We'll catch you later. Everyone else, we'll see you later.